guys, John here from Xpressions. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video featuring my entire Pandora ring collection, part one. And I say part one because I think it, as I've been making this series of videos, it's gone from one video to two videos, and I'm pretty sure this will be a three-parter because, as you guys can see, I have three. You can't see the top section because it's too close to the camera, but I have three stackers full of rings. As you guys can probably see here, you guys are probably familiar with my collection and how how I have organized things since the beginning of my YouTube channel back in, I think, 2015. Damn. Anyways, so let's just get right into it. I already have my timer on for 22 minutes. I don't like to make these more than half an hour long. Sometimes I do go over and it'll be like a 45-minute video, which I try to really tend not to get in, to do, because of I just feel like people don't like long videos. So alright, so before I would have a mishmash of rings and then I would just kind of pluck them randomly and then showcase them up close. I think this time around, because they're all in order, I'll actually do that. I'll actually go, pluck one, showcase it, and put it back. And that way I don't have a pile of rings here later on, because that was always fun for me to have to, take everything out of my box, showcase it, and then literally have, a pile, a little mountain of jewelry, of rings. So, yeah. Alright, so we're going to start with the first section, which is the black one. And the way I have my rings organized is I kind of have them just all sterling silver with no stones, and then I have stones, more stones, enamel. It gets mixed after that. And then I have two tones, and then I have gold, and then I have my really large chunky big statement pieces. So that's probably the order that we're gonna go this time. So this is, I would say, the original, not the original like the first one ever, but one of the original twisted rope rings. I think it's called twisted rope. I'm pretty sure it's not called twisted rope. I'm sure it's called intertwined or something like that. I don't remember their names anymore, guys. I really don't. I used to be really good about names and prices, and I just don't remember them anymore. So if you look at my previous videos, you may see that my memory was much better. Not so much now. And the reason why I said original is because if you go to the store now and buy this ring, which I still think is available, you'll see that the oxidation, I always have issues with that word, guys. The patina, let's just say that, the tarnish, the patina is gone. They no longer use the oxidation process to highlight or give that silver that detail. Everything's about shine now, so it's kind of a shame. So I do have one, like I said, one of the originals. Not the originals, like I said, the original, look. There we go. That's what I mean to say. And guys, I showcase on Instagram all the time how, my nails always break. This one broke. It's all, wonky because I haven't, filed it off yet. And this one I sliced into. I was chopping onions and I actually cut into it. Thank goodness I stopped before I actually hit skin. So, good job. So now I have the nail repair on there. Next we come to something seasons. Changing seasons? I don't remember. I don't remember, guys. Again, just real fast, because I like to repeat myself a lot. These are all Pandora rings, okay? These are all genuine Pandora. Nothing else is showcased today except for Pandora rings, so. Yeah, this is something seasons. I remember that much. Oh my gosh, this should be, I was gonna say, it should fit my thumb. Yeah. And again, we have that pretty patina. So you guys can see the details of the ring. And see how old this ring is. Yeah, see, I think, does it have the S? It does have the S, so it's not that old. I think it's about at least 5 years old. Yeah. And I'm actually a 54 or a 7, but I always size up to a 58. Oh, I can't do that with this, can I? Because that way I can stack comfortably and it won't hurt or be too, too tight. So I always go up a whole like 2-3 sizes in order to do that. Next we come to a pair of the, I don't remember. I want to say Stardust or no, not Stardust. Star Trail, something. Again, sorry guys, I'm losing my mind. I don't remember anymore. Benefits of getting older, you lose your memory. I don't remember the name of this anymore. What a shame. Anyways, I may put the names of the rings. The names of the rings I don't remember down here somewhere, but maybe not. I don't know. It takes time to research and look up all of these rings and their names, and especially since they're retired, it's harder. So I have 2 of these because I like my pairs, and y'all know I love my stars. And I also know that I used to have a little series where I call it my online Pandora catalog. I haven't stopped doing that. I haven't really been filming a lot lately at all, honestly. And I know, I think the last one I did was the Queen Bee, which for March, the 20th anniversary Pandora charm. It's coming up for March in a couple of, I'd say next week, I think, right? I think that was it the birthday cake? Or did I mean to film the Queen Bee? And I don't remember. Anyways, I'm just letting you guys know that I haven't stopped that series. I'm still going to continue that series. It's just that I haven't had time, you know. Anyways, getting back to this real fast. This is Floral Elegance, I think it's called. Yes, and this is one of, like, when I look at this ring, it's more like original classic Pandora to me. Excuse me. They use this motif. They used to use this motif in a lot of their rings. Specifically, like the Amethyst Ring, like the one that kind of looks like. Hold on, let me pull it out real fast. It kind of looks like this, but it's amethyst, and then it has a row of flowers. It looks like that, little flowers around the gemstone. So they use this in a lot of their. They used to use this in a lot of their designs, which I thought was really cool because then it all matches, you know. Next we come to this one, which I think is called Celebrations or Celebration. Don't remember. I really don't know what possessed me to buy this ring, honestly. I think I just want to stack. I was in a, like, I remember when I bought all of these old school Pandora rings, I wanted to just stack all of them together. Didn't matter if they went. I just thought this is how you stack. I thought this is how you stack. And I was like, oh, well, okay. Like, I didn't love it. And I didn't realize why until I started looking at other people's, like, on Instagram, excuse me. Started looking at other people's, like, designs. And I was like, oh, you get, like, other types of rings, like solitaire rings. And then you stuck with that. So, let's, you know. Didn't learn. I don't really wear this ring anymore. I have thought of selling it, but at the same time, it's such a classic Pandora that I just can't bring myself to sell it. Same thing with this one. I just bought it to buy. I don't really wear it that much, but I can't bring myself to sell it. I don't know why. Well, I kind of played with some stacks, so I think I kind of figured out how to stack it, so that's why. Anyways, that's that. And then I got myself, of course, a little bird ring, and I got myself 2 because I'm an idiot. No. You guys know I like my duplicates. And I thought this was cute. To, like, stack it like this, this was cute. So, let's see if I remember. I'm trying to remember. When this was getting retired, me and, oh my gosh, what is up with this? I don't know what that is, guys. I think they're cleaning the streets. I don't know. There's always noise here. Anyways, what was I saying? When this was getting retired, me and Diamond D were on a hunt to find these rings. I remember. It was kind of funny, actually. I remember calling around different stores, and she was doing the same thing, and we were trying to find, like, each other. Like, if she found my size or if I found her size, then I would have purchased both in order to, like, ship them to her, you know, or, you know, I'm sorry, I can't talk. I would have buy my size and her size, and then I would have sent her hers so that we would have our rings, and same thing for her. If she found my size, then she would ship my size, and etc. etc. So hold on, guys. I just realized that there's like a blue haze. What's going on with that? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I just started. I'm looking at the viewfinder, and for some reason, I see like a. Is it because of this? Is there a shadow? Is it just the viewfinder? I don't know. Okay. Maybe I'm just going nuts. That's all. I can't tell. I won't know until I edit if there's like a blue haze. I see like it's like a little blue haze like right here. So again, I don't know if it's actual camera lens or my viewfinder. I don't know. This camera is several years old, so maybe it's time for me to upgrade. Yeah, right. We'll see when that happens. Anyways, getting back to the rings. It was kind of fun to, you know, go hunting for these because, like I said, we were frantic to buy, to find at least one. I know I wanted to, but we, you know, and back then, as they were getting retired, they were kind of getting scarce. And then I remember her and I were talking, and she goes, "Did you see Ruola?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Did you see the bird ring?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we went through so much trouble of jumping so many hoops, making so many phone calls, and researching to find this stupid ring, only for it to be on Ruola like months later. So, you know, whatever. But it's funny. So one of the rings is technically a gift from her because she's such an awesome girl that way. And this one, I think I bought myself, and I can't remember where and how I found it. Like I said, my memory's getting shot, guys. I'm getting older and I'm starting to lose my mind slowly. It's so much fun. But yeah, so it's really cute, like little lovebirds, and I just thought they're adorable. Now that it's finally spring, it's time to bust out the springtime rings and the flowers and all of that. So it's so cute. Anyways, all right, getting back to this. I swear, guys, these are like my toys, you know. Next, we come to I think it's called the Hopi. And I can't remember if it's Hopi bead ring or just Hopi ring. I can't remember. And again, I just bought it because it's old school Pandora, and I just wanted to, you know, stack a bunch of silver bands together. It's really funny because I like the shape is interesting to me. I feel like it juts out, like pokes out. See how much it pokes out here? And I know, like, some people it bothers them. I don't feel it. I have really weird fingers, I guess. You see how it pokes out on the sides? It doesn't bother me. Isn't that weird? Do I have, like, maybe I have gaps here or something. It just doesn't bother me. I don't feel it. I mean, I can feel this one right here, but it doesn't bother me. Weird, right? Alright, next ring is the Regal Beauty. I think it's called. And I do wish this was a little more patinaed. I'm not going to say oxidation because I don't know how to use the word. Really beautiful ring. Kind of wish they had made this in gold. Like real gold, guys. Like that would have been like, wow, you know. And I know they made it in rose gold, but I'm like, meh. So there's that one. And I think that's it for my sterling silver. Like no stones or enamel. And now we're going to get into these stones. And I got this as part of a swap from Kate from My Fave Jewels on Instagram. That was a really cool swap we did. Kind of miss doing swaps, honestly, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes they're much more trouble than they're worth. What else can I say about this ring? I forget the name of this ring. I don't remember. Is it a halo? Or Pandora Radiant Hearts or Signature? I don't remember at all. But I like this ring. I like it a lot. I like how it's just simple. Not upscale, like upstated. It's just simple and nice, honestly. So, when days when you don't really want to feel like more casual, like not too dressy, I think that's a perfect ring for that. Next, we come to the Love Script ring, which I kick myself. I wish I would have gotten a 58. This is a 56. I wish I had got a 58. So I've been on the hunt on eBay for 58. So excuse my dry hands, guys. I've been constantly washing my hands. You all know why. Very annoying. I have sensitive skin, so it's really dried out my skin a lot, so yay for me. So yeah, the Love Script ring. I love stacking with this. It's such a pretty ring. I had bought them the bracelet, and it made me want to buy the matching ring, and now I want to buy the pendant too. I know. Next we come to my more duplicates, and I'm just trying to rearrange myself. I keep seeing that blue haze on top left hand corner, so I don't know what is going on. I hope it's just a viewfinder and not my camera lens, because that's going to be so much fun to play with later. Anyways, getting back to the video, I have dupes. So I have this, and then I also have these. So I'm going to showcase them all together just because they're the same ring, just different color. These are 56s. I kind of wish I had 58s as well, but if I stack them with other 58s, they're pretty comfortable, so it's not too bad. I tend to get, when they're tiny little solitaire rings solitaire type rings, that's what I'm trying to say. I tend to go down to 56 because I feel like it's a lot of ring, like a lot of like silver here and a tiny little like there. So I tend to go down a size. I think the Spring Birds were also 56s. I don't remember. So I kind of wish I had 58s, but I was like, well, you know, hope it never dies. If I lose some weight, they'll still fit. And the 58s that I have probably won't fit so well, but I can always put them on like index finger and middle finger. So here's hoping. And then you can also buy little things to adjust them. So there's that. So of course I have 4 of those. And I almost kind of regret not getting the light pink, but I'm not a huge light pink girl. I like the deeper jewel tones. So I went with these. These are neutral. Of course, these just add a little bit of color, which I love pairing them together like that. So on to the next one. Putting these back real fast. Again, before, if you see my videos, you would see that I have like a mountain of rings on one side. So I'm so happy I'm putting things back in order. It's good for my sanity. Okay, and now we come to more duplicates. The Be My Valentine Rings. And I have to say, I was going to do a video on the cleaning, but now I'm not so sure. Because I found this jewelry cleaning dip at a jewelry store that they sold me because they told me they were safe for it was safe for pearls, which they lied. It wasn't safe for pearls, but then it was for sterling silver, so I started dipping things into it, and they came out looking brand spanking new, and I was like, oh my god. So I did it with these, and they look new, and I was like shocked, and I was like, oh my god, amazing. So they look amazing. They look like I just bought them from the store. These I have trouble keeping clean because the stones, the openings for the back are really small. And then like on the inside like of the heart, it's really hard to get the like polishing cloth in there to like clean. So I always feel they always look dingy. But now they look like just sparkling bright, like just look beautiful. And I was going to do a video on that, but then I started doing some research on the polish, or not the toner polish, it's a liquid cleaner, about the amount of nickel in sterling silver, and if it's only made for real, like 100% pure silver, not sterling silver, and something to do with the nickel content in sterling silver, and how this dip could possibly strip the silver somehow to the point where you need to constantly be cleaning it because it tarnishes faster. I don't know. I got really confused, and I was like, oh man, because I did dip several rings and bracelets and pendants in it because I was so, you know how you get into that like mode of like putting everything in there that's dirty because it comes out looking so beautiful. That was me. And I was gonna do a video on it to say, look guys, look at this like polish or dip that I just bought, and you guys have to get it, and it's amazing. And now I'm not so sure about it. So now I'm a little bit concerned that I dipped a whole bunch of my jewelry, and you know, what if now it's not going to stay clean, it's going to get dirty faster, which means I have to keep on dipping it, which means it's going to keep on stripping it. It's like a vicious cycle. So I don't know. I hope if anyone knows about that, Like, can you message me on here, comment down below, or somewhere, because I'm concerned. To give you guys an illustration of what the dip does, it's like a blue colored water in a little basket. You just put your stuff in there, you agitate it briefly, in a couple seconds you pull it out, and it looks like angels will come down from heaven and sing to you. That's how awesome it looks. It looks like it's new. And the really weird part is that as you're dipping it, you start smelling that sulfur smell. And I don't know why. I think it's like the reaction of sterling silver with the liquid or the chemicals. So that's the kind of polish it is. I keep saying calling it polish. Cleaner. That's the kind of cleaner it is. So if anyone knows about the nickel content and that kind of jewelry cleaner, let me know, because I don't know now. Anyways, I'm so sorry. I am blanking out on the ring name here. When this ring first came out, I was like, meh. Don't really care for it, but now I'm just like, I love it. I'm so happy I bought it. Oh my gosh. There's much more I can say about that. I hope it's not too bright in here, guys. It's all natural lighting. I don't have anything here, and I think it's on auto exposure here, so hopefully it's not too bright. I feel like I do this and it gets really white, and then I go back here and it's like darker. I don't know what's going on. And next we come to this ring, which I'm also blanking out on the name. Don't remember. And I better move it along because I'm coming up to 22 minutes already. Trying to get into my phone here. Cancel. Yeah, 22 minutes. And I've only gone through one section. You talk too much. I've only gone through this one section of the rings, guys. Okay, I'm gonna try to. You know what? I have some duplicates coming up, so it'll pick up. It'll pick up. Okay, let's focus, because I don't even know if it's this focus. I don't remember what this is called at all. And honestly, I have never worn it yet. But I think it's gorgeous. And it doesn't mean I'm not going to wear it eventually. But I do have a habit of buying because it's going to get retired. And if it's on my wish list, I go for it. And then it just sits in my box. But I can't bring myself to part with it yet. So I'm not going to. Next we come to this beautiful ring. Which was a gift from Fierce Zai. For, I think it was one of our first swaps, I'm guessing. The ring I dipped in the cleaner. And it got rid of all the tarnish, but as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's because I've worn it. It's a little bit dirty, like behind the stones, so that didn't get rid of that. So I need to actually brush it with like soap and water to get to really sparkle. But I did dip this one too, and it's one of my favorite rings because I just love the marquee shape. I think it's just a really beautiful classic look to it. Next we come to another ring I can't remember the name. Starshine, I think. Starshine. This one I also dipped in the cleaner. And see, what my concern is, you guys probably can't see it, and I can sort of see it. I dipped it and it looks sparkling, which is the whole point. But it has a slightly yellow cast to it now. And that's what I'm concerned about with the nickel content and this thing supposedly stripping the silver. And I don't know exactly what it's stripping. But that's what I heard. I'm like, oh my gosh. I just can't find like the perfect cleaner. You know? Could you guys see the yellow cast? I don't know. It's very slight. You probably... Oh, hold on. Ugh. Very, very slight. You can't, maybe you can't see it in the on the camera, but I can sort, and it's very slight and very subtle in real life, so you may not be able to pick it up. So I wonder why. Like I said, if I got the polishing cloth and I went over it, probably got rid of it. But what's with the yellow cast? I don't know. Plus, I was trying to find a cleaner because Gem Bright, I think it's called, didn't really do it for me. It didn't really do it for me, and I don't love using the polishing cloth because it does take up a layer of silver. See, look, I don't know if you can see. So this one's perfectly fine. And I just feel like compared to this one, which was not dipped, the left ring has a slightly yellow look to it. Again, it's very subtle. I'm trying to think, maybe if I zoom in more. I don't know. You guys see it? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Anyways, getting back to the video. What was I saying? Oh, the polishing cloth. The polishing cloth will take up layers of silver. And we're talking about nanoparticles. We're talking about microscopic nanoparticles that come off the surface of the silver with the polishing cloth, because when the oxidation attaches to the silver, it's like part of the silver, so when we wipe it off, it's wiping off the tarnish, but you're also wiping off, like I said, nanoparticles of silver. So it's hard, it's not noticeable unless you polish and polish and polish and polish and polish and polish and polish, and then you hand it down to maybe a loved one, and then they polish it. So eventually it does wear down, the silver. I'm sure it would take several decades for that to happen, but just knowing that it can happen, I'm just kind of like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to find another solution to cleaning my jewelry, and I thought I found it, and now I'm not so sure. So I hope someone out there who's watching this video can tell me more about this cleaner, and I think it's called Silver Bright. I think it's called Silver Bright. I don't remember. Like I said, it's a blue liquid, so, and when you dip it, it smells like sulfur, so not great. I don't remember the name of this ring, by the way. Don't remember it at all. Nothing special, really. I bought it because I initially wanted this one, and I couldn't find this one, so I settled for this one, and then I finally got this one, so we'll put that one back, because we're talking about this one right now. This one I do use to stack with, obviously. Okay, we're going to move it right along now, because I'm already going over 22 minutes, and I gotta hurry it up, because I've only gone through one section of my ring, which is incredible, and I've already been talking for 22 minutes, more than 22 minutes on just one section. These are my Radiant Heart Rings, Enamel, yay! I haven't really been wearing them that much anymore because I was disappointed in them. I was really wearing them a lot when I realized that because the enamel is making contact with your skin, and I guess the skin can affect the color of the enamel. And I will illustrate that briefly, but I do have them all here. I think these are all the colors except for white. I don't love white. And I'll take this one, and I'll take this one, and then I'll put these back. And then I'll briefly try to illustrate what I'm talking about when it comes to my disappointment with these rings. And let's see if I can illustrate it real fast. Okay, so this one is the blue. Yes. So this one is a blue. And this one is the lavender. You can tell because of the color of the stones, obviously. But I noticed that, hold on, I need two hands for this. I noticed that, oh my gosh, guys, sorry. I noticed that the enamel was starting to like just change color. Like, can you tell? Like, I can tell. Like, I mean, it's not completely bad, but just like this, can you tell which one's the lavender and which one's the blue? I can still tell, sort of. But I feel like the blue is starting to turn. See, if I do this, you can kind of see the difference a little more for some reason. You know what I'm saying? You still can tell, but I just feel like, I almost feel like the blue is starting to shift color somehow. Like it's almost turning into a lavender for me. I know you can still tell the blue and the lavender. I can tell. The blue is on the left, the lavender is on the right. But I don't know. It just feels like for some reason it's starting to turn color. And I don't know why. So I kind of stopped using these. I mean, no big deal. I'll probably start using them again for spring and summer. And just keep an eye on the enamel, but I don't know. It's kind of weird, right? Anyways, enough of that. Putting these back. And then we're going to go into the birthday blooms. And I was tempted to buy all of them. Because a lot of women like to, I was going to say girls, women, ladies. They like to have all of them just to collect. I just chose the ones that I liked. You know, the ones that I thought were like, not special to me, just I like the stones. And I keep thinking, well, January, February, March, April. I don't like the May of the chrysoprase, I think, or chryso something. I don't love the green. May, April. No, hold on. I'm trying to think of the months now. January, February, March, April, May. June, I think, is gray. I forget now. June and July. I forget the colors. Oh my gosh. I know when was the moonstone. Oh, it was a carnelian, which I don't like either. And then August is a peridot, which I don't love either. And then September is the one I kind of wish I had gotten, the lapis. So that one I should have gotten lapis. And then October, I don't really like the pink. It looks like plastic to me. And then November, I got November. And December was turquoise, which I'm like, eh. So I should have, maybe if anything, I'm missing the lapis, but I only got the ones I liked. So, whoops. Bring these back quickly because I want to near the end of this section. And I guess my video is going to go a little bit longer than I thought. Hopefully I can keep it into 3 parts, but the way I'm going right now, how slowly I'm going, it looks like it's going to be a 4-parter. Hopefully not. I think this one's called the Teardrop Silhouettes, which I love. I haven't been wearing it too often, but I do like it a lot. I just think it's very, I don't know, like, if I want to look casual but semi-dressy at the same time, I think this ring's perfect for that. You know? Next we come to the Glorious Blooms, which I didn't really care for, but I liked the open like double ring type of style. I wish it was clear. I wish it was a clear flower, not purple and blue or pink or whatever the heck that is, because I feel like it doesn't match a lot of stuff now. I think it's green. I don't, you know what? I forget what color this is. What is it? Oh, it doesn't help. Okay, I see purple and green and a little bit of blue. So I really wish it was clear. You know, but I love the, like I said, the open part of it, the open knuckle, is that what we call it? I don't know. I just think it's really cute. I just feel like it's like laying on top and it's like, oh, you know, it's like magic. Anything different like that, I love. You know, not the traditional rings, so. All right, coming upon almost the end here. I don't remember the name of this ring. This was a little bit of an impulse buy. I bought it because I wanted to go with the Elegant Wave with that curved look. And then I bought this one to match that too. So they all have the same bend shape or whatever. It's not perfectly straight, it's like bend. There's a wave to it. So I bought these 3 to stack, which I've never done. Honestly, so I kind of regret buying them. It was an impulse buy, I know. I do that to myself a lot. I should try to focus more on the things that I like or love. I think what happens is I start getting creative with the designs. And I start thinking, oh, this will look cute with this ring, and then this will look cute with this ring, but it doesn't mean that I would wear it. It's just, it goes well. So then I start like making designs or stacks in my mind, and then you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't mean I'm going to wear it. I just like to design the things together. Unfortunately, so. I know, I'm hopeless. Alright, so I only got through two, this one and this one. I really was hoping to get through the entire thing, but we're going past half an hour probably now. So, to be continued, and then I have this, and that. So hopefully maybe I can do it 3 parts. So anyways, we shall see. But that is all for today. We'll continue this a later time. I will try to get through these soon. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later.